Hello everyone, this is Jason here sharing you the most talked about project in Taman Desa. Our Zoom event will be starting on time right now. So if you have any friends who are interested into this Taman Desa project, please do send them the invitation link right now and invite them into our Zoom session now. Okay. So before I'm going to start my presentation, to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear, please type 1 in the chat box to make sure my mic and speaker is all good. Okay, everything is all good. Okay, so basically I'm from EUM. We are established in this 2010. We are more in the market more than over 14 over years. Okay, so apart from just promoting new project developments, we do help buyers to do rental services, property management as well. So basically, if you have any property who needed to sell or being rented out, you can look for us as well. Okay. So moving forward, apart from just working with Maxim, we do work with different reputable developers with strong cash flow. For example, like Sunway, Gamuda, Masing, WCT, HCK, Chinhin, and Berjaya Group. Okay, so we have been working with Maxim for more than 10 over years. That's why we are one of the very exclusive agencies who are selling their and market their project for these Taman Desa developments. Okay, so if any one of you have you heard of Maxim, this company before? Okay, you may type 1 if you have heard of Maxim Global. If you have never heard of Maxim before, you may type 2 in the chat box. I see how many of you actually heard of Maxim. Because for Maxim Global, they are actually a public listed company since 1970. They have been listed in the market for more than 50 over years. So apart from just developing new project developments in the market, they do have different business industrial related to property and real estate as well, such as industrial supplies and of course agriculture development outside from Malaysia internationally. So having said that, they are actually a very reputable developers and with a strong cash flow. So you don't have to be worried that whether can they deliver a project in such a manner. Okay. So, and this is some of our past project from Maxim. Okay. And this project is basically just right opposite Eco Cerasa. Okay. And this is our official launching date. It's on the May 2022 lah. So it's a very it's a very overwhelming project as well. People are queuing to snatch the project. Okay, the reason being is why always the Maxim developers is always giving a very good and affordable price. In terms of the market, they are always offering below market value, and in terms of the location wise, it's always very valuable. Okay, so that's why a lot of our fans buyer, they are actually following Maxim developers to purchase project. Thus you can see all the while all these are official launching, they are full of people. Okay, and another reason of why is this project is so overwhelming, the reason being is because it is in Taman Desa. So as you know, in Taman Desa is always a very high demanding area. The reason is being is just because this is right beside Mid Valley City Center and is the middle center of everywhere, and it's very peaceful and very suitable for own stay in terms of the peaceful environment. And secondly and thirdly, and because of all these reason being our Maxim developers and of course the location itself, this is our first day official opening for our showroom. So basically people are queuing to grab their new units, and there are of course a lot of signings ongoing and media coming to interview for this event as well. So basically, as you can see, one of the many reasons is because of the Taman Desa location. Have any one of you are very familiar with Taman Desa? You may type in 1 in your chat box. If let's say you have never heard of Taman Desa, okay, you may type in 2 in the chat box. Okay, so because Taman Desa is actually just right beside Mid Valley City lah. So having said that, this location is actually a central location in Kuala Lumpur. So as you can see, if let's say you are traveling out from Taman Desa, it's very near to access in terms of Petaling Jaya area, or going to north to this KL City area, TRX, KLCC, or you can easily access to this Cheras area, Sunway Velocity Mall, My Town Shopping Mall, or you can go access to southern area to Bukit Jalil or Puchong area. And all this area is just within 15 kilometers radius. So that's why we call it Taman Desa is a very central golden triangle location. Okay, so there's a reason why Mid Valley City it's called the Mid Valley lah, because it's in the middle center of everywhere. So a lot of people they actually like Taman Desa a lot. One of the many reason is because, for example, today your brother is working in PJ area, then your sister is working in Cheras, My Town area lah. So say you are actually having a property in Petaling Jaya, then your brother will say, oh, it's very good for him, but your sister will be complaining every day, oh, I have to travel from PJ to Cheras area, it's very further away. But if let's say today you are actually getting a property in a central location in Kuala Lumpur, either your brother is working in PJ, your sister is working in Cheras, you yourself is working in KL City Center, then it's all in a very fair distance radius. So that's why in a very fairy matter, this is going to bring you peaceful and also convenience a living environment in Taman Desa area lah. So as you can see, Taman Desa itself is a very central location whereby they can access to Old Klang Road and of course the Federal Highway straight up away lah, or from the Salak Highway itself also. So if let's say looking at this Google map over here, okay, the map picture, so I believe that everyone is quite familiar lah with this road lah. So basically this is called the Salak Highway. If let's say you go further up, will be accessible to this Federal Highway going up to this PJ area or Damansara area lah. So right before Federal Highway, right, you'll see a signboard. It is called Taman Danau Desa or Taman Desa or Faber Tower lah. So in terms of to access to the project site, right, you just have to turn to the left hand side when you see Taman Desa signboard lah. Okay, so after you enter into this Taman Desa district, you can see a lot of trees surrounded by trees. So it's a sense of belongings like or welcome home to Taman Desa. Okay, everywhere is surrounded by greenery features. So you just continue straight to this Jalan Desa Bhakti until you arrive to your first traffic light. Okay, so right after you see this first traffic light, you just have to turn to your right hand side. Okay, after you turn to your right hand side, moving straight, you'll see the Taman Desa SMK Desa Perdana School will be at your right hand side, and moving forward in front here will be the SK Taman Desa, okay, the Sekolah Kebangsaan in Taman Desa. So you just go straight along the road, then you will see a koi pond over here lah. There will be a koi pond. So right after the koi pond, you just have to turn to your right hand side. Okay, just right after the two junction. So basically the project site will be over here. Okay, over this area lah. So as you can see in Taman Desa area is actually covered by all these landed property houses. So basically, if let's say you are getting a unit facing KL City view, it's a confirm unblocked view. Okay, unblocked view in front of your balcony space. Okay, so if let's say you are a person who are traveling from the northern area, so I believe that everyone is quite familiar with this Old Klang Road lah. So in terms of the accessibility from the Old Klang Road, right? So you can see this is one of the landmark lah. It is called the Mitasu Japanese Buffet lah. So if let's say you are a Japanese food fans, then I believe you'll know this place. So if let's say you are not familiar with Mitasu, then you also can look for this Mazda showroom, okay, from the Old Klang Road lah, from Mid Valley access. So you just go straight in front of the Old Klang Road. So before the Mazda showroom, you just have to turn to your left hand side lah. Turn to your left hand side to access into this Jalan Bukit Desa. So right after you turn into Jalan Bukit Desa, you just have to move straight only lah. So along the way, you'll see a lot of all these landed houses, okay, at your left hand side, and of course, trees are surrounded by trees and greenery features as well. So you just have to go straight. In about 2 to 3 minutes, you'll see the project site will be at your right hand side over here lah. So in terms of the accessibility, is actually very convenient in terms of accessing to this Salak Highway or to this Old Klang Road as well. So it is called a very strategic location in Taman Desa. And of course, on top of that, Taman Desa itself is also a very matured township whereby you can access to all these restaurant, cafe, clinic, office tower, and etc. because it's actually a very matured township already lah. Okay, so moving forward will be our scale model lah. As you can see, our project site is basically developed on a 3.6 acres land. Okay, there is only 3 tower, which is tower A, B, and C. And then it's only 208 units per tower under a residential title lah. Meaning to say your utilities bill, your cukai pintu and cukai tanah will be followed by all these landed house property rate, residential rate lah. At least will save you up to 30% of your utilities bill lah. Okay, so our car park ramp is actually highest is to level 3, and of course we do have a basement lower ground car park down to level 5. It's because our Bukit Desa in this location is the highest ground in Taman Desa. So once we access from the ground floor, right? So you just have to go 3 rounds maximum to reach up our highest car park level. And of course, we do provide a speed ramp fast lane access. So having said that, when you access from the ground floor, right? You just have to go up to the level 1, maximum 2 spiral, you will reach up to the highest ground of the car park. So if let's say your car park is located at the basement side, right? There is also another fast lane straight access to LG1, lower ground 1, or LG3, lower ground 3. So maximum only 2 rounds spiral down to the lowest car park. So it's actually a very fairy design for the car park arrangement as well. So in terms of the level 4 over here will be the main facilities such as a swimming pool, the gym rooms is all over here. And of course, because of the land size is very big, we do have ground facilities as well. All these outdoor sports like basketball and tennis court as well. And of course, in terms of the highest rooftop over here, we do have a sky garden facilities and a barbecue facilities as well. So in terms of the residential wise, we'll be starting from level 5 to level 30. Okay, on this level of the residential. So it's basically only 25 level of residential over here. It's a very low density and a private living environment. Okay, so in terms of the viewing wise, we have both view. One will be facing towards to KL North area, and the other side will be the facing towards to Southern area, the Taman Desa view area. So basically, in terms of the facilities wise, is very comprehensive. We have total more than 50 facilities located in the level 4 and the ground facilities and the highest rooftop facilities as well. So basically, this is a very, we call it as a resort style concept facilities. So I'll brief you through what is the highlight of the facilities over here. So one of the highlight will be our rooftop facilities. We do provide a sky BBQ deck and a sky garden over here. So basically, if let's say you have any gatherings, you can actually gather your friends here to barbecue while having this landscape view we call it the skyscrapers in Kuala Lumpur area. You can see PMB 118 TRX building, KLCT view, and of course the twin tower while having your party up to the rooftop over here Okay, and secondly, congratulations to your car lover because a lot of high rise actually they don't have this privilege for you to wash your own car and due to the land size itself is very spacious, so that's why they even have this car wash bay area, so you can wash your car yourself as well and because of our developer is a very long-sighted details attention as well, so basically they do provide another EV charging area as well as one of the facilities so if let's say in future you would like to change your car into electronic car, so you don't have to worry if let's say you couldn't manage to buy this electronic charger and then you don't have place to charge your car, so you can actually charge in this EV charging area to avoid all these concern, the future concern as well. Okay, and on top of that, they still have all these indoor sports activities like badminton court, squash court, table tennis court, and let's say you are a fan of outdoor facilities sports, right? They do have a putting green area facilities as well, a tennis court, and also a basketball court for you to play your sports with your family as well. Okay, and because it's a very resort style concept, they do even have a sauna room as well in the facilities at the swimming pool area lah. So right after your swimming session, you can actually enjoy your sauna session, okay, with your family and friends as well lah. Okay, and of course, lastly, one of the highlight, and this is a pet-friendly high-rise. So that's why they do have a pet-friendly corner facilities for your pet as well. So this is also one of the very detailed attention from the development, okay, because they do have a designated pet-friendly corner just for your pet, and of course not the public facilities. So this is also they are taking care of person who are didn't having any pets or person who have pets on their own. So in terms of the unit selection, I will guide you guys which tower will be much more suitable for your requirements. Okay, so okay, basically this will be our site plan and floor plan. So this will be the entrance. After you pass by the koi pond, you just have to make a sharp right turn to access into the project site itself. So once you enter to the first security guard house, this will be tower C okay, at your first site, and followed by tower B and tower A. So basically all these outdoor sports facilities will be located right beside tower A So if let's say you are a sports lover or you are a pet lover, the pet corner will be at the basketball site here as well So your selection of the unit, you might prefer to choose for tower A as well So if let's say you are someone, okay, who are want to who are scared of sunlight you prefer have tower protecting your units, then tower B could be your choices as well because tower B is actually one of the very middle middle tower whereby you can access to all these ground facilities or swimming pool in a very neutral location So if let's say you are someone who prefer conveniency, okay, you like to go out every time, and then you are a outgoing person, and then tower C could be your choice because it is nearest to the security guard house. And of course, the most important part, this whole building is all, we call it the north-south orientation. So basically, in terms of the numbering selection, you can actually pick for number 3, 3A, 5, or number 6 in order to face north towards to KL City view If let's say you prefer Taman Desa view, then number 2, number 1, 8, and 7 will be your unit number choices over here So I'll zoom it in for you guys to have a look. So what is so special about this project development is because of their design, layout design. We call it as a semi-D layout design. As you can see over here, no matter which layout that you are choosing, right, this will be a semi-D design layout whereby you only have one neighborhood beside you, and all units over here will be corner units. So it's a very privacy kind of a design. It's a very hard to find right now. Developers actually going to build all these semi-D design layout because a typical condo, they will stick all the houses into one row whereby it's very packed and high dense feeling Okay, so basically they actually separate into 4+4 over here. Then all the lift will be in the center middle here which are sharing 3 lifts So in average wise, there is only two units sharing one lift over here okay, in this whole development. So in a way, it's a very comfort living. If let's say you are a person who like privacy, then this kind of unit will be your choices. Okay, so followed by our layout. Our layout, we are very simple and straightforward. We only have 3 different design. So in terms of the type A and type B, basically the interior wise is exactly the same. The only difference between them are the type A is basically facing the KL city view, whereby type B is facing Taman Desa southern view And the another second part of the differences is the foyer itself only So basically, type A, their foyer space will be a straight entrance straight up to the main entrance over here. So your interior space will be slightly bigger. Okay, so compared to tower B, right? Tower B entrance will be an L-shaped entrance, meaning to say this is your main access. then you need to turn to your right hand side in order to enter to the main door over here lah. So basically the only difference is the foyer will be slightly bigger, okay, in terms of the type B Taman Desa View Tower B lah. So other than that, everything interior will be exactly the same lah. Okay, so one of the best part of this layout is very practical. Okay, as you can see, a lot of high-rise nowadays, right, they only have a very small yard space, but for this layout they actually have a dedicated yard space and also a very big wet kitchen area. You even can put an L-shaped kitchen cabinet in your wet kitchen area. So if let's say you are a cooking lover, you like to cook, then congratulations, finally you got a big kitchen over here. You can actually separate your dry kitchen and a big wet kitchen area, and you still have an extra yard space over here. So if let's say you don't really cook a lot, then you just utilize the wet kitchen area lor. Then your dry kitchen and turn it into a common space area lah. Then you will actually triple up your common area space lah. It's like a triple volume living hall area already lah. And of course, the other one of the special part is they do have an extra utility room as well lah. You can actually use it as a study room space, or you can put it as a storeroom lah, because for type A and type B layout wise, right, they do have 3 big rooms plus 1 utility rooms with 3 bathroom here as well lah. So basically it's a very practical, and of course with a big balcony over here lah. And due to of the layout, it's all corner unit lah. You can see all windows in the master bedroom, they are using all these L-shaped window as well to maximize your light and air ventilation towards your unit over here lah. So it's actually a very practical unit, whereby you can see even the guest bathroom, they're actually located over here lah. So if let's say you have any friends visiting your units, they don't have to pass through your privacy room area over here lah. And also one of the very special features over here, they actually put a very special space over here, whereby you can actually put a cabinet to put all your collection, your rewards, your awards over here lah, or you can put some artwork over here lah. So every time you enter to your bedroom, right, you can enjoy all the collection that you have or artwork over at this space. So it's actually very attention into details, this architecture. And of course, the master bedroom itself is very huge over here lah. You can even put an L-shaped wardrobe over here lah, to make it like a walk-in wardrobe area lah, whereby you still won't waste the space over here, because for the master bedroom you can actually put a king size bed over here. So it's a very practical layout. And one of the special features is the aircon. They have a designated aircon latch area, whereby they won't put the aircon latch in the balcony area lah, to waste the space. Okay, so basically this will be our smallest type 1156 type A and type B square feet lah. So if let's say you are a decent maybe 3 to 4 family members, is more than enough lah to stay into this layout. Okay, so following by our type C second, we call it the second biggest layout, will be 1321 square feet itself lah. So basically this is a very special unit, whereby this is, we call it as a dual key unit lah. So as you can see, the main entrance will be from here. You enter over here. So basically the foyer will be, we call it as an internal foyer, internal foyer. So when you access in, right, you can actually install a door over here. So it's like a separate unit lah, 1 studio hotel unit and 1 3-bedroom and 2 bathroom unit lah. Okay, but if let's say you are someone who are staying together in 1 big family, then you don't have to install a door over here lor, because this is quite popular in terms of the Singapore design lah. So any one of you have actually heard of dual key unit, you may type 1 in the chat box. I see how many of you actually heard of this dual key unit. Okay, because this dual key unit is actually quite interesting lah. Okay, but it's not suitable for everyone, but for certain group of people is very practical lah. Say for example, if let's say you are someone most of our purchaser lah, who are purchasing Type C lah, who are someone who are often traveling outside from Malaysia. Okay, so let's say you are coming back in Kuala Lumpur maybe just twice a month lah, but you don't want to always rent a hotel, so pity, but you want to own a real own asset lah. So basically you can buy this type, and then every time you come back to Kuala Lumpur, then you just stay into this studio unit lor, and then you can actually rent out this 3 bedroom and 2 bathroom to the other tenant lah. Or worse wise, you can stay here and rent this unit out as well lah. Because this studio, one of the special design of this studio unit, they do have their own balcony as well lah. So basically it's a dual balcony layout design lah, to make sure that this person who are staying here, it's totally like a extra, it's more than a hotel space. It's like a own studio housing experience over here lah. So basically, if let's say you are someone who are a small family lah, you feel like, okay, 3 rooms and 2 bathroom is enough lah, but probably in the future you want to expand your family lah, then you can just buy this layout and then you stay for your own or this 3 bedroom and 2 bathroom, and then you just rent out this studio unit for another tenant lah. So along the way, when you want to expand your family members, right, then you just kick this tenant out and occupy this big studio unit. Okay, then you will have a 4 big rooms unit. It's a future proof kind of a layout lah. So if let's say you are someone, okay, who feel like, oh, maybe you have a 2 generation living, you have a big family size living together lah, and yet you can have your own privacy lah, because this is a totally independent unit, or you can make it as a small office as well lah. So basically this is, we call it a very flexible type of a design lah for our Type C unit. Okay, so finally, this is our largest design unit, which is the Type D unit, 1518 square feet lah. Okay, so the only difference between Type A and D, the design is quite similar. The entrance foyer will be from here entering to the living common area lah. So everything will be slightly bigger. Okay, in terms of the bedroom wise, they do have a junior master bedroom over here as well. So having said that, you will have 2 master bedroom lah, which has attached with their own washroom over here with their own privacy lah. So as you can see, even the utility room and the wet kitchen is very big lah. Okay, so when you enter over here, you can see this is most likely will be a big family staying will be can up to 5 to 6 person, because they even have 1 bathroom, 2 bathroom, 3 bathroom, and 4 bathroom as well lah. So basically this is a very you can actually fit into a lot of family members to stay into this largest unit over here. And of course, one of the best part will be this master bedroom will be facing towards a KL city view lah. Okay, if let's say you are having OT always one, then you can put your laptop area over here, then you can look outside the window over here lah. It's a very stress-free kind of a view over here. And of course, the bedroom all over here will be corner unit looking outwards, even for your 3rd bedroom over here lah, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms over here lah, and with a large wet kitchen area. Okay, so if let's say you are keen to have a look into this showroom, the real showroom, please do visit our showroom, because all 3 design will be available in our showroom. Okay, so all the while you can see why is this project so talked about, because of the Taman Desa lah. It's always the highest demand location in Kuala Lumpur due to its middle center location, and of course because of the Maxim developers, they do have their own fan base who are always chasing to buy the developments from the Maxim group as well, because of the offering price is always below market value, and the location itself, it's always very high in value in terms of the future value lah. So eventually this is our signing day lah. We call it the opening ceremony. There is more than 100 signing even before we are launching our project lah. So same success story will be replicated from the Maxim Global, because of the reputation itself, and of course the market price, and of course the location itself lah. So let's say you have someone who are looking somewhere strategic location in Taman Desa, or you prefer to have a confirm unblocked view kind of a development whereby you can look out to this KL City view or Taman Desa view, or you are someone who like privacy to make sure that you only have one neighborhood and all units will be corner units over here. And of course, with a practical layout, at least 4 to 5 bedrooms unit lah, with at least 1,001 square feet and above up to 1,005, with minimal 2 to 3 car parks. So this will be your choice for your property selection, okay? Because for our the development over here is very generous. They do provide more than up to 3 car parks. Even for the smallest unit, the 1156, they do provide 3 car parks for selected unit as well. So it's a very generous kind of a development, okay?
If you would like to visit this outstanding showroom and claim your special promotion, please do click the WhatsApp link below. Call me for a showroom visit.